Journal entry, 8th of the month of October in the year of our Lord 1076. Just as the scales in my mind had tipped, and I deemed that not all women were villains, Daria, the vile seductress, put her schemes in practice and attempted to tempt me into fornication. I shall never stand for it, and I wish she had never joined us, yet I must hold my tongue out of respect for her husband and bury my feelings. I shall not look upon a woman with the eyes of a man for a while yet, lest she be a virtuous lady beyond reproach, and even then I shall only pine for a token from her from afar. It appears yet that our fortune has turned. Word of our deeds has gotten around, and a messenger arrived from the east, informing me of the opportunity to join a grand tournament. I shall prove my worth in a contest of strength, and further spread the fame of our name, the Lion de Beauvais. Yeah, just as Bernard came to terms with women not all being evil, Daria made a move on him. The problem is, of course, that she is almost twice his age, and she's married. So, we will pretend that never happened. So we will actually be moving east rather than west, because in Livonia. In Estonia, that is. Yeah, in Estonia, the High Chief of Estonia himself is hosting a grand tournament. So we shall be making our way there to join this activity. This will be the first grand tournament that I think we are. Yeah, that's going to be the first grand tournament we'll be joining. So a lot of opportunity in a wrestling contest. So we have to leave within 42 days, which means I don't think we have enough time to do any contracts. I'll see where this emissary wants to go. Count Theodoric of Braunschweig. We'll see where he wants to go. He wants to go to Zadar, which is in the completely opposite direction. No, we're not going there. That's way out of line. All right, so let us join the grand tournament then and make our way there. That is going to be a perilous journey, however, through difficult lands. So we might have to abandon our usual approach of bartering, and these countries, there's little control in these countries, and it's open in the taiga, so we may have to get a wilderness kit, which is going to reduce the danger in the taiga somewhat, but we might even have to go. No, even mercenary guards wouldn't be enough. So, all right, it is a dangerous territory. But we can customize our route and pass by Arkona to visit the site of the battle the Battle of Svolder. So let's pass by Arkona, and then that should be fine on our way back. All right. So we'll be joining we're applying that, and we'll be joining the tournament. The trip has been mostly uneventful. We are making our way through the snowy forests of the barbaric lands in the east, and I think Count Dimitri can pay us in the meantime. So we've almost got all our interactions paid off. It's been quite a journey, but we have made it there, and we've arrived at the site of the tournament here in Jersica. Though not all the revelers have yet arrived, throngs of people wander through the colorful surroundings, all looking forward to the forthcoming display of skill and prowess. The High Chief himself is disfigured, so we will see. We'll see if he joins. But there's no time to lose. I must begin preparing. I must be a victor at absolutely any cost. So my intent is triumph, definitely. And I can't wait for it to start. We shall see. We are in a wrestling contest, so that probably counts as foot. But we may actually, if we want to do this further, we might actually have to start training with a bow a bit For that, we might have to start hunting. I think that's something we'll do as soon as well. But for now, I can't wait for it to start. All right. I sit in the tavern with a small group of courtiers. I saw that gallant knight holding someone's sign, one of the whispers, and I quickly get lost in my own thoughts, observing the flickering of the candles. As I take a sip of mead, and I reminisce about the time when I became friends with Richard, broadly smiling. Do you want to hear a real story? I asked, turning to my companions. We can have a conversation with this Estonian gentleman, or we can head back. This is going to give him some, improve his opinion of us, but honestly, I'm not too concerned about that. Instead, we shall increase our score. All right, let's see what else we can do. I haven't played this before, so this is new to me as well. We can go to the temple. I can go to the village, popular tavern we've just been. We can go to the tourney grounds. Spending time will increase our progress to victory. That sounds good. Or we can go to the artisan quarters. Yeah, I think tourney grounds is probably where we want to go next. So, favorite contestants is the High Chieftain Talusemb of Livonia. I don't see why. He's a drunkard. I'm sure I can beat him. So let's see. But still, once the tourney grounds become available, we shall be heading there. And I think 8 days until it begins, so we can still stop by the tourney grounds before the wrestling begins in 3 days. Okay. So Grassus Nemanas is sending her bird around. Okay, excellent entertainment. We could bet on her, against her. She is apparently pretty capable as a huntress, or we'll just increase our score. All right, now we'll go with the score. I think it's the most interesting part. 3 days until the wrestling begins, so let's see how this turns out. And there we go. We have qualified for the wrestling contest. All right. Farah and one other knight, it doesn't tell me who, have also qualified. All right, so that's great. Arrayed around the sand, shirtless contestants warm up for their bouts as the herald announces the contest's commencement. Some of the competitors rub dirt onto themselves, others opt for oils, all looking for a scant advantage in the coming bouts. The wrestling qualifiers have come to an end, and it's clear who will be put forward for the quarterfinals as it stands. All right, so we've got the Grand Prince of Polotsk. We've got a courtier. We've got the king himself, King Boleslaw the Bold of Poland, a chieftain, Farah, and well, myself. I think that's probably, and yes, right now I appear to be the favorite, which I very much approve of. The varied pitches and volume of the crowd's cheers leave no question as to the favorites. In my first bout, I have been paired against my fellow contestant, High Chieftain Talusemb of Livonia. I had a look at him earlier. He's got a prowess of 11. He's a drunkard. Should not be much of a problem. So I will face him. We shall not be betting. On these things. Gambling is of the devil. So we shall be just facing him. I am ready. I vowed to myself I would win a contest in this tournament, and I can't help but consider a less fair approach to securing the prize of the wrestling competition. That is no way to win. We shall not be sabotaging anybody here, but we can take a quick look at our competitors. So we've got the Grand Prince. I'm assuming this is a prowess challenge. 14. This guy's got 18. The king himself's got 24. This one, not so much. This one we already looked. 16, and Farah himself also 16. No, this is no way to win. We shall not be cheating. Cuffing some dirt away from my eyes, I steady myself as the hoots and hollers of the crowd rain down around me. Talusemb is a little way away, the pairs of us having disengaged briefly to catch our respective breaths. The baying of the spectators quietens a bit as we begin to circle each other slowly. One wrong move could end this fight in an instant. Tazulem's eyes narrow almost imperceptibly. As we circle, I notice a small puff of dust being thrown up under Tazulem's right foot every time he takes a step. It's almost like he's limping slightly. We could... yes, we'll definitely do a prowess challenge against him. We noticed, and this is part of a fair fight. So the noticing an opponent's weakness or disadvantage, that should not be a problem. The crowd bays for blood as I stagger forward to confront my opponent again. I cough away a red rivulet from my forehead and consider the fight so far, musing about when my opponent paused to play to the crowd. I am winning. I just need to hang on for victory. We could go for the liver. We could go for, that's an 80%. We could just lock up as warriors. We could do a feint, or we could play it simply and say, nope, we're locking up as warriors. 80% chance, that should work out. And have we won? There we go. A hand on their shoulder, a deft trip, and an almighty heave. We crash to the floor. All sound is labored breathing, and farther away, the roar of the crowd, I scramble on top of my adversary, straining to press home my advantage. I manage to catch Tazulem off guard. I don't waste the opportunity, grabbing him about the waist and throwing him with all might towards the edges, where he sprawls out on the ring. The judges call an end. I have won. Okay, so we've knocked him out. And with that, I think the next round, the semifinals. So interesting. Witold has been defeated. So has been the Grand Prince, but the king himself is still in there. Chieftain Merkelis, Farah has won his bout as well. So we might actually square up against him. But now, the herald booms. King Boleslav II of Poland, Master Bernard of the Lion de Beauvais, Chieftain Merkelis of Talava, and Farah have reached the semifinals. My next bout will be against my fellow contestant, Chieftain Merkelis. Okay, let's see. He's a fellow Blade Master. He is one-eyed, however, which is going to hinder him somewhat. And he's, again, a bit ahead of me in age, so let's go. And Farah is going to take on the king. Well, let's see if he can win that. Otherwise, I'll take on the winner of whatever the outcome of that is. We are on the ground, straining against each other. An arm hold pulls me into a disadvantaged position, and suddenly Merkelis is on top of me and working to secure a victory. The dusty ground shifts beneath our tensing bodies, my opponent's face brushing along as he attempts to pin me in the ground. My free hand, grasping for any kind of leverage, unconsciously closes around the dirt, leaving me with a fistful of grime, his face so close to my hand. We could throw some... we are brave, so we're losing some stress that way. We throw some dirt in his face and move him out of the way. The crowd bays for blood. There we go. I am winning. Let's see. Let's lock up once again as warriors. And we will see if we ended up winning this particular round as well. And I think we have. There we go. Victory. And the judges call it. We have won. And it looks like Farah has the bout between the king and Farah has been decided. It was closely fought, but in the end, the king threw Farah from the ring in a great cloud of dust. All right, not my favorite knight, it has to be said. I think Farah got himself injured in this. Yes, he got himself wounded, so he'll be treated. He'll be treated as well. So it's up to me to uphold the honor of our the honor of our group. The semifinals are over, and I have reached the final against the King of Poland himself. Right, I can do this. As I disengage from a brief clinch with Boleslav, I catch him by surprise and grab him by the neck. Completely unprepared, his neck audibly cracks from the impact, the force causing him to scream in panic. The crowd erupt, but the raucous cheers quickly die down to whispered confusion as I loosen my grasp. The moment my arm had made contact, a sickening pop signaled that all was not well, and the plain juddering through my finger confirms some manner of dislocation. He's still gathering himself. If I react quickly, perhaps, I can try to treat him, but it looks like I can try to treat myself, but that doesn't have a great chance. I get a dislocated finger, or I could just concede. So I could get a slightly dislocated finger, a slightly decreased score, or I could lose a moderate score on 80%. Okay, I think if I have to favor my other hand, I might still be able to win this. We're still there. The crowd bays for blood. Must need to hang on for victory. Okay, once again, we're going for locking up as warriors despite my dislocated finger. And we will see if I manage to get the king and win the grand tournament. In the end, it is victory. I have thrown him out of the court despite my dislocated finger, and I have won against the King of Poland himself. All right, the bets are being paid out. And triumph, trumpets sound, the crowds clamor, competitors begin to assemble. The contest is over, and someone's moment in the sun is being readied. A herald steps forward, voice booming out across the scene. After many trials, some tribulations, and above all else, some truly spirited competition, Master Bernard beat King Boleslav in the final. Bernard is our winner. Truly there are none in Estonia that can match my skill. I have proven my worthiness beyond doubt. So we have gained accomplished grappler. Okay, that gives us a health boost. We'll receive a prize when the tournament concludes. The king has come in second, has gained wrestler, which is also nice. And we've got 15 gold and 150 prestige out of the whole affair. So I would say that comes to the conclusion. We have won the prize brooch, and we shall be carrying it with pride. All right, what a great occasion. And overall, we've got 27 experience on foot. So hang on, let me pull that up. That gives us +1 prowess. Yeah, that's nice. We've got and become the owner of the brooch. All right, what a great occasion. And with that, I think we can't visit anything further, but we shall finish the grand tournament. All right, and that means we're on our way back home. It has been a bit out of the ways, but in the meantime, our baggage train has completed, a baggage train upgrade. Was there anything that we could use here? That would be 10% travel speed, and not be bad. Night effective per stewardship skill, that would be also pretty good. Able porters. We could get dogs, portable shrines, guys, bartering grounds, but we're no longer on stewardship. So yeah, I don't think there's not okay. Private tents might be something, given how things are in the camp. That might actually be something we could do. I don't see anything else that we necessarily need to do right now. The dog kennels, we could do the ample steeds, but for 10% travel speed, plus 10 travel, not 10%, 10 travel speed, or the able porters. But I think, yeah, private tents might be nice. I do not wish to be, gives us plus 10 follower opinion with everybody. Let's do that. So let's get that constructed, and then yeah, we'll be making our way slowly back. It has taken quite a while to travel far along the lands, but I have won the brooch, the prize brooch, and actually the fine ring. I forgot to put that on. So there we go. We'll be returning, and then I think we will be moving. We'll be moving westwards towards France, and we are, well, halfway towards the Exalted Among Men. So there's a few things that we still need to do. Might be doing a work of learning maybe. But as we pass through the market in Sopot, we hear a loud yell and stumble into an ongoing tussle between two men tightly observed by a group of people. All right, it seems like this giant of a man. Can we actually get him? To join? Well, he's vengeful and lustful, so probably not. But I can win. I can go for a duel with him. Absolutely, I shall. Yes. And I win the duel handily, gaining another 150 prestige and 50 gold in the meantime. Talking about gold, okay, we've got a martial perk available. Talking about gold, we might be able to... Yeah, we definitely need to focus a bit more on contracts now to get towards the Knight of the Swan. We still have to get a level of fame up. We can always switch to Swords for Hire, but we still have to do one contract, and then we're there. Anyway, meanwhile, we have an available perk. Chivalric Dominance would be or courtship. We can do both. We can go down both. I think this is the more important tree. And yeah, given Bernard's current opinion of women, chivalric dominance it is. All right, so we're making our way back to the castle, and then we will see if we can complete a final contract. But meanwhile, there's a traveling trader. No, I'm not paying 200 gold for the Doge of Venice. We could try to take advantage of the situation and see if we can make some coin. 81% chance. Yeah, I'll take it. And we get 50 gold out of the whole thing. There are foreign fruits. We could gain some provision, or everybody could get ill. Or we could get some stress. But yeah, life is an adventure, even for the stomach, or we could survive without them. The fruits were delicious, and we gained 400 provisions. There we go. And we have returned finally to Brenna. So it's time to quickly visit the castle grounds, and then I think I'll end the episode. Let's go, not to the training grounds. Let's see if there's anybody. No, he's terrible, and he's even worse. Anybody in the garrison? Let's have a look at the stories. We have no stress to lose, I think. We could get some stewardship lifestyle experience out of this. Or we could get more of the Hasteluder trait. Where are we actually at? 15 trade points. Yeah, we're almost there. So, yeah, sure. Let's see, is anybody up for recruitment? No. Not really, and not interested. All right. Nobody who's capable of wielding a blade. See, lastly, anything? No. All right. So I think we're done here. Not really much. We could create a work of learning. I think that might be the last thing. Oh, never mind. There's a plague going on here. The plague. Oh yeah, we need to get out of here. Adalbert's pox have spread in the meantime. It's a kind of smallpox, so we absolutely need to make our way out of here. And I think we'll be traveling south, since we are right at the. Yeah, it's starting to spread here. So we'll be going. Yeah, the capital already has isolated in the country of Brenna. So let's plan. We'll plan a route. The plague has arrived already in Tangermünde, so we'll probably escape south and give this a wide berth. There is also the Bavarian flux going on in the south, so we'll see if we can make our way through the Holy Roman Empire towards France. All of that to come in the next episode.